All right, good morning, people. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Wednesday, people. Hopefully you guys can hear me all good. I'm back at my other place, so the Wi-Fi isn't the best here, but hopefully it's good. Speak for yourself. We've only just jumped on, and we're already dealing with this. Good morning, everyone. The quality's good, cool. At some point, it does go a bit funny with this place I'm staying at. So if it does, you guys let me know, and I have 2 different Wi-Fi's I can connect to. I'm just gonna get Zoom fired up here as well. And then I'll get the we'll get the community crew in, and we'll see what we got for the day on gold. We got big news today on gold. Big news. Big news all week, to be honest. But today we have unemployment claims on a Wednesday, as opposed to typically being on a Thursday, because it is 4th of July tomorrow. To all US folks, happy 4th of July for tomorrow. Let me just get this link fired into the guys in Discord, and we'll get started here. London session, everyone. All right, cool. Zoom link is in. Absolutely not. Yeah, 30-minute evening star. Yep. I seen that. Good spot, man. I saw the same. Let me just listen to the stream and make sure the audio and sound is all good. Oh, you can't hear the music, can you? Let's go into the charts. Let me see if I can hear it better there. Whoa. What the hell was that about? Hello. I don't know. It says it's playing background music. I don't think it is playing background music, but I don't know. London. I might do in New York. We'll see. My partner was supposed to be arriving today, but we got it wrong, and it's actually tomorrow. So we may actually do one today if I'm not doing anything. We get some movement. Yeah, we got big news though, so we may jump. May wait till closer to the news to jump on. We'll reassess. I'm gonna play that music from my phone actually. Just so we got a little bit of that background elevator music jazz going on. Where are we? Where's my elevator music at? The joke is supposed to be the fact that it's not actually elevated music, it's just copyright free, and it'll do. It'll do. Alright, let me let everyone in Zoom here. Let's get the Zoom guys in here. Alright, what's going on Zoom guys? Welcome back. Welcome back everyone. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Good morning, man. Good morning. We got the coffee. Good morning. I'll have a quick look at the news. I know we do have a lot today. We got We got ADP non-farm role employment changes, and then we have unemployment claims. Yeah, I wasn't going to, Sean, because I'm back in my other place, but the Wi-Fi was good. I was like, you know, let's just still jump on until break it down. May as well. I ain't doing anything else. I was gonna go for a swim, but I was like, you know, we'll jump on. And then yeah, we got FOMC meeting minutes as well, 7 p.m. London time. So we have a lot of news. Morning, sunshine. Good morning, man. So yeah, you got news starting from 1:15 London time all the way until 7 p.m. London time. So you have a lot of news today, a lot of news, which is why we can see gold so far this week has been in one big gigantic range, and the retails who trade support and resistance have been making absolute bank this week. Absolute bank. Look at this 4-hour support here and this 4-hour resistance that held again yesterday. It's absolutely insane. From here to here, that's a 150 tick range. In hindsight, if we had just bought the lows and sold the highs, we would have made a lot of money. And we are back into it. So here's our chance for the day to follow them, but I'm not going to do that. But we'll break it all down here in a second. Let me start the recording.
Recording in progress.
Did I upload the recording from yesterday? I don't think I did. Apologies if I didn't, Zoom guys. I will put it in after this. Got 90 of those? Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's amazing. We took buys into the New York session not until about like 3 o'clock London time, which is the latest I've taken a trade in a long time. Back home, when I'm back in Australia, I'm never on the charts that late. But it was nice. It was quite nice. All right, let's do it. Let's have a look here. Tommy, it's in Discord, man. All right, let's have a look at the daily here on Goldie. Let's just get rid of all this noise for a second. Now, the thing I do like about gold is look at all of these equal highs. Like that's a crazy amount of equal highs. You know, even if gold is going to have a push down, you're never going to drop respecting 1, 2, 3, 4 equal daily highs. You're going to come up and liquidate them very aggressively. So they were building up so much liquidity to both sides of the markets right now. I'll get rid of this one for now because this did grab a previous low and pushed higher. And that's also why I've got that trend line drawn on an intraday time frame as well. Anyone who's shorting gold right now is going to have stops above these highs. Same as anyone who was shorting yesterday, the stop's going to be above these highs. So there is a lot of liquidity building to the upside here on gold, which what I've seen a lot recently is pre-news, and like we've seen so far, pre-news you can respect double tops and liquidity, and it takes all the way into the news and then it rips it. So you can kind of see you have liquidity on both sides of the markets here on gold at the minute. Like this, you can either have it. You can either have it as a trend line like that. Anyone who's shorting gold right now, retail's probably doing something like this. Most people trying to short that position, stops above that high. So if we can look for longs up into that, then great. Previous 4 hour, for the first time, is actually closed back above this level. You grab previous 4 hour lows, you've closed back above a previous 4 hour high. Be looking for this to potentially flip bullish in this London session to come up and re-grab these highs. Now, previous hourly did give a nice morning star here as well. Nice morning star. You never had a bottom wick on this hourly. So you may come down and grab some hourly lows before seeing that push back higher. Or you take the break of that high and then you get the push. But looking at this hourly here on gold, you're creating a potential hourly evening star, which could just give a pullback into here before then seeing the longs up into there. So if you are in shorts, again, like I say, it can respect this resistance all the way up until news. If you're looking for a big swing play, I would be careful. But if you're just looking for a little pullback scalp, then that's totally fine. Take advantage of the pullback. But as soon as you come into these levels, understand that you're shorting a third touch of a trend line. It's very, very rare, if ever, you will ever see gold respect a third touch of a trend line. Good morning, Corey. What's going on, man? So yeah, if I have to give buys today in London, it'll be pullback sells into these areas, come and liquidate these hourly lows, and then buys up into here. So if we can look for that, 30's not looking too bad. You have just put in that very nice evening star. You did just grab previous 30-minute highs. You'll have buys once you get back above here into that liquidity level. People who are trying to swing some sells. But on an intraday basis, yeah, I think you could re-grab these hourly lows, maybe tap back into this resistance. You're at the highs of the range, so if you're at the highs of the range, just sell it, because we could range all the way until Friday NFP. Very, very possible. Hey Brett, what's going on, man? So potential to short into previous hourly lows today on gold. That 15 start to find some support, but this will be based off the hourly, having 2 equal hourly lows down as well. Yeah, 4 touch of trendline. Yeah, it's insane. Is it 4 from here? Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the amount of people who will be trying to sell this on a big swing perspective will be huge. The thing is though, on gold, what I do like overall as well is we never really retraced much of this Thursday move that we saw. So what I am overall looking for is potentially to grab these highs to then retrace back down into these areas. And then from here, who knows, could we come down and re-grab all of this liquidity? This liquidity, and this weekly low? Very possible. That's the monthly low, Something like that would make overall sense. That's kind of my overall plan with gold. To come up and liquidate these highs and then potential shorts, even to come back down to these regions, could have a potential little left shoulder head, right shoulder region from down there as well. But I think if we're going to see that dip, we want to see these highs grabbed so we can look for that overall big swing push down. So if we believe that we could see something like this, well, rather than just waiting for price to get down into here, let's take advantage of intraday shorts, buys, and then overall shorts. You also have a double bottom down here as well. That's a nice thing about when gold's in big ranges. The nice thing about it is it's quite easy to pick a direction once you've grabbed the liquidity. When you're in the middle, you can do absolutely anything, but once we grab these highs, it's quite obvious to see we'll see this push back down to liquidate these double bottoms, which will then also line up with that nice head and shoulders region. And if you line it up with a fib, it might sit around, I don't know, but it might sit around the 78 as well. 78, 71 further down there as well. Yeah, definitely, Ben. Yep, I think so, man. Yep, definitely. It may take until the news. I mean, if we start breaking these highs, yeah, I'll look for it right away. The previous hourly is creating an evening star, but if we break this high here, there's a high chance we're going to push up. So we have buys if we break this high here. It's only 10 into there, but you've got about 40 up into the highs, and that's our main bias. But we're just seeing if we can get this little pullback. But yeah, if we break this high, yeah, we're going to push. We're going to go for some nice longs here on gold. 415, no bottom. It really? Yeah, well, look at that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was watching this before. There was this nice morning start here at 4 a.m. London time. You just would have wanted a bottom wick on this one, because you wouldn't have tried to buy it from here, because every time you tried to do that would have got stopped out this week. But if you create this morning star and then break out of a range, then boom, you take the longs off the next hour, but you had no bottom wick and just pushed higher. So we got sells on the flip of this hourly and buys on the break of this previous hourly. Now, I will give a disclaimer. I will very likely be trading a combine today. Like I said yesterday. Still good to have something in the market. Still good to test a position. But if you have a funded top step account, don't trade it this week. There's no point. If you trade it this week, you'll blow it, and then you'll look back like, fuck, I knew I shouldn't trade this week. But you still did it, so. Yeah, I need to make. I've got about 37,000 left to make on my. No, more than that to make on my 150. I don't know what. No, I think we worked out to be like around 40,000 something left. That's what I traded last night. It was quite fun actually. Something ridiculous like that. See, if this hourly flips bearish, you're gonna have a nice evening star here. Although we think we can grab this liquidity, We're not going to be not open to this needing to pull back in just this 4-hour overall range. Have to use a trade in top step to keep your account active? I don't think there is a minimum. Someone might correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe there is a minimum. If this 30 flips bearish, now that we grab previous 30 highs, we'll look for some sells here, risk off the current 30 highs, see if we can get this pullback. So much liquidity down here. Could London be the play? We drop down. I don't really want to trade the 5-minute too much today. Let me just have a quick look. There's nothing wrong with having a little peep. You can have a little peep every now and again. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a pretty nice grab, to be honest. And also, you know, I would say, guys, manage, you know, any trades taken today. We're trading before FOMC and all the news that we have this week, 4th of July, NFP. Like, don't be afraid to trade half risk or smaller size than you normally would. I personally will be. It just makes sense. If we can see this 5-minute close bearish top wick, you may look for some sells into that 30 flip here. There's a pretty decent amount of area to come and retrace to on gold. It's once a month. Oh, there you go. Yeah, once a month. Cheers, YouTube guys. Once a month. That's pretty good. Once a month's good. 5 minutes about to close. If we get an instant top wick in this next 5, I will look for some sells. If we get a bottom wick, I'll look for buys gold. Yeah. Anything I say, you just do the opposite. No top wick yet. I'm not in this just yet. If I'd said bottom wick and I'll go long, gold would have gone up. Look at that 15. 15's looking good though. 15's looking real good. This level here is previous hourly lows where I would want to be break even on this trade, so keep that in mind. If we now can create a bit of more of a top wick, then I can just take the break of this low, and that's good enough to me. Stop loss. Hard stop will be here, but I will manage if we close back above here in range. I don't have anything in just yet, guys. I'll tell you when I put it in. I want to see a little bit more of a top wick. If it doesn't come in now, it's the last 5 of the 15, so I'll wait for the 15 to give it. Let's see. Come on, mate. Any thoughts on BTC in this fine day? Well, have a look, man. Absolutely, have a look. Plenty of time to look at other things today. Yeah, absolutely. A little bit more of a top wick. A little bit more top wick you can consider in the break of this low. It will only be a small retracement trade. It's not going to be a huge big swing. There you go. Now we're creating a top wick. So now we're creating a bit more of a top wick. If we can start to re-break the lows, there's a high chance we could push back down into around 23.40 on the futures. If we don't re-break the low and we just push up, who cares? I'm going to put in a sell stop here on the break of this low though. Half risk. Around 42.2 here on gold, risk off previous 5-minute highs. If the 5-minute doesn't re-break its low, I will wait for the 15 close. Good thing, now that we've created this bottom wick and now we're creating the top wick, if we don't re-flip bearish and we keep pushing up, that's fine. As soon as we break 30 highs, we'll just go long. But we're not in any market execution sells, we have a sell stop in. If it doesn't flip bearish, who cares? Just delete the sell stop and wait. And when it does create the bottom wick and then the top wick, you guys can, like, in normal times, you can actually just take the flip of the body. That can be good enough. I think we spoke about this in a mentoring session before, but because you're in an overall range, I would rather just wait for it to re-break the low. But as soon as the candle starts to flip bearish, it's pretty much valid from the body. If we break these highs, we're going to go long as well.
Miserable day here in Bali.
Is it? Let me see. Where are you? Let me see.
I don't have it today.
Oh, you don't become a that's a good man. My Aussie dollar looks weak, does it? We'll have a look, man. We'll have a look. Probably we'll have a quick look at the actual DXY soon as well. I don't ever really look at it, but looking at, I want to look at it pre-news just to have a little look. This 15's about to close in 2 minutes, so just cancel the sell stop. I wanted to see a quick top wick, then a drive. 15 might close actually bullish. Potential morning star here. 2 minutes. Let's have a look at someone asked about Bitcoin. Let's have a look. Bitcoin. Did we bounce off 60s or did we push? How did the week? You just grabbed previous weekly highs. Yeah, you'll probably come and re-grab these lows and dip a little bit lower here. I believe NFP affects Bitcoin. I've never traded it like that, but I would assume it does. Someone might know better than me, but I would assume it does. But yeah, I think you'll break lower. You've come up, you've grabbed these highs, you're closing back bearish. Yeah, I think you'll see a dip lower. Come back down into these regions. As soon as you break 60s as well, you're going to see a pretty decent drive back down into 55. My Aussie dollar looks weak, does it now? Does it? Well, let me have a look. Oh yeah, pouring down. That's actually quite nice. It looks quite relaxing for a change. It actually looks quite nice.
It is actually quite nice.
Yeah,
I got drenched on the scooter coming down. Like it was a clear day, and then all of a sudden,
yeah, it's grim. 15 just closed bullish, instant bottom wick. You get a little bit more of a bottom wick. You may look for buys to re-grab these highs, and remember, buys into this liquidity now. How's that 30 looking? Yeah, so still at 30 resistance. I'll be very agile today. Very agile. Yeah, long into highs, yeah. Now that 15's closed back bullish, yeah, I agree, man. You just grab 5-minute lows, closed pretty strong there. Could probably look for like something like this. If we get a bit more of a bottom wick. You still got 20 into them highs, that's actually pretty good. I'm not in this yet, I want to see a little bit more of a bottom wick. But yeah, 5 just grabbed the lows, closed bullish. So that's quite a nice 5-minute close there. I'm not in this, I wanted to see a little bit more of a bottom wick. I'm not sure what you mean, man. Morning, beautiful people. Good morning, man. I'm not sure what you mean, man. Is the express funded difficult? I'm not sure what you mean. And how many days? I don't know what you mean, man. You mean, is it difficult to become funded? You need to trade a minimum of 2 days to get the funded account as well, if that's what you mean, man. Create a bottom wick and we'll look for the break of the high like we were just looking to the downside here. Now that we've got that top wick, if we re-break that high, we could be good for a nice drive. Up into this liquidity here. Let's see. Every time frame's kind of telling me something a bit different, to be honest. The hourly is creating an evening star to potentially push down. The 30-minute, no idea, is grabbing previous 30 highs without really grabbing the lows. The 15's just created an evening star. So you have to be careful and like I say, just don't market execute today. Put in the buy and sell stops. If it doesn't reflip the highs and it just kind of continues to range, you can manage your risk pretty well. I'm not putting this in just yet though. The fact that every time frame is different is a bit strange. I think the easiest buys is buys once you break the hourly liquidity highs. You should be good for a pretty easy drive from there. Nice liquidity. Where'd that just go? There. Nice liquidity high there on gold now. What do you have from here? You're re-breaking the highs. What do you have? You got 5 into there, but you got about 16 into there, which is not too bad. Not too bad. 1 minute 40 here. Yeah, wait for the next 5. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Harry. Yeah, I was gonna say this 5 can just close above here, bottom wick, grab these little lows, and then yeah, definitely, man. That's what I'm thinking, man. Thinking the same. How a break even trying to go long? Yeah, good man, it's good. As long as you grab some lows and close bullish, go long. If we grab some highs and close bearish, cool, go short. Like you got to be very, very non-egotistical and non-biased today. You got to be very, very reactive. Nah, I'm not in, man. Nah, I'll tell you when I go in. I'm not in. I'll tell you guys when I go in. Yeah, you'll see me a lot today, and a lot until, I mean, always, but more so this week. 1 minute I could be short, the next minute I could be long. I don't care. We grab lows and close bullish, I'll go long, like I say. Grab highs, go close bearish, I'll go short. I don't care. I can see sells down into here, and I can also see buys into here. As it stands right now, we just grab the lows and close bullish, so we want to react to that. Unless we get back below here, that's fine, we'll go short. You don't want to be chasing any trades or fighting the markets in this big range. And remember, we are at this big 4 hourly level of resistance, which you've actually been making off bank recently. Has my Wi-Fi just gone funny? Can you guys on YouTube still hear and see me? Is it just Trading View that's gone funny? Yeah, is it just Trading View? We're getting hacked here. There we go, that was weird. There we go. Yes, Mikey, yeah, everyone can arrive anytime on the Sunday, man. Sunday will be the arrival day. The main retreat will actually start as of Monday, man. You'll be able to arrive on the Sunday anytime from around 10 a.m. Yeah, no, you can't hear me. Let's see here on Goldwood. 8 minutes. Can we buy? Yes or no? You can do whatever the hell you want. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you some entertainment. You can do whatever your heart desires on this beautiful Tuesday morning. I mean, you can buy it. You can do anything, I guess. Technically, you can, yeah. Would I buy right now? No. I'll buy once we break some highs. You grab previous 5 lows, I believe. Not yet. I'm gonna have probably buys above this high. I will buy, thanks. Yeah, good man. Get it in. This is the reason we do. I do these streams just for literal entertainment purposes. Yeah, if you did buy yet, TP1 hit, stops to break even. TP2 is about to get hit. Yeah, it's dumping a bit. Yeah, it's been on a crazy dump. If we break these highs, I actually am going to start looking for long sleeves. Also, just grab previous 5 lows. If we break these highs, you got buys up into these areas. If you don't break these highs, you can do whatever the hell you want. And now you can risk off this. If we break these highs, you can put your stop loss below this 5 low because this just grabbed previous 5 lows. So if you break that, you'll come down much more in just range. So you'll be risking like 10 ticks. I can afford to risk 10 ticks today. Let me just see. Be careful with the futures because the futures is almost at the previous high when the currency isn't. So you don't want to get tagged on the futures and the currency doesn't break it. Futures is actually already breaking it. I can't really put in a order here yet. All right, if we can break this high, I may take a stab. If we can pull back a little bit, I may look to take a stab at some longs here in a second and risk off the 5 lows. I don't know, Harry Thomas guy. I've never actually seen it like that. That's why I don't really know what the fuck to do here. Because I've never really seen it where the futures is grabbing the highs before the FX. So honestly, I don't know. To be honest, man, you'd probably just market execute on the FX. If we close bullish here, bottom wick, I will do that. You're grabbing them previous hourly highs as well. If you can, again, this is the level I said if we break this, we're going to push up. So even if we close above here, bottom wick, averaging around that high is still good. So don't get FOMO in just yet. But I have never really had to approach it where the futures is grabbing the highs and the FX isn't. It's actually a bit strange. Usually it's the complete opposite. Happened to me a few times. Yeah, that's surprising. I've never. Usually it's the FX that's grabbing the highs first. Close bullish here, bottom wick on the next 15, and we'll look for the next 5, and we'll look for the longs into the 30 close. 30's probably looking pretty nice now here. Yeah, re-breaking them highs. You break these, we should be good for a nice drive up. So let's see. 5-minute close, instant bottom wick. Let's see, give it a little bit more Goldie, and we'll risk off the 5 low. Don't grab the highs, a little bit more. There's not much of a bottom wick there. Let me see a little bit more. Where are we looking? Yeah, I'm going to take a stab at a half risk long right there on gold. I'm taking this one contract on a combine. I ain't taking this any funded on personal accounts. But I've just taken a stab at a long there on gold. I risk off no more than this 5 low. We're trying to see if we can flip this bullish. If you re-break these lows, you'll probably just range. So I'm not going to be risking too much. As soon as we start breaking previous 5 highs as well, you know we can manage. Just like that, pretty much. Wait, I'm just bringing my... I wish I could share my screen. Bring my stuff up here a little bit. Actually, because I would like to go break even, but I just don't want to get tagged in on a bad futures fill. If we come back down and start to re-break this current candle low, I will manage, because it's the last 5 of the 30. The 30 might give a deep bottom wick. So my finger's on the trigger. My entry is around 44.7 on the futures. 44.7. If it comes back down to my entry, I will manually close at break even. Just like that. Cool, I'm out. There you go. I just closed at break even. We grabbed previous 5 highs. As soon as you grab that previous 5 high, that could be a liquidity grab, and you're going to get the 30 close soon. You want it to bottom wick, break that high, and keep pushing. But if you grab that high and then start to come back down, we could do this. So I closed at, I think I actually closed at maybe minus, like, let me see, like minus $20 or something, let me see. I closed that at minus 40. I wasn't quick enough to close it. I wasn't quick enough to close it at break even. I closed that at minus 40. Basically break even. It's like, what, 4 ticks maybe? Close quick $40, yeah. Well, you can send that to me so I can be break even, and then we can both be break even. Sounds like a good deal to me. See you, Ben. See you on the New York session, man. Minus 2 ticks, yeah, good job, yep. Would it have hit full stop loss that quick? Yeah, it would have. Look at that. The reason I was so aggressive on the break... What the fuck is there an ant on my fucking computer? The reason I was so aggressive on the break even, because I was like, as soon as you grab these highs, we want to see it break in that and drive. If we grab these highs and then come back down after creating a bottom wick, we could just push. We could push back down. And this is the last 5 of the 30. So management was based off liquidating previous 5 highs, and you didn't actually really close above this resistance yet. And then it would have pretty much almost hit full stop loss. So yeah, good job. And like I say, with any trade I take this week, with how much 4th of July news we have, I will be aggressively managing. Managed to squeeze 8 ticks out of the previous. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I had a very nice entry there. That's why I wanted to take a bottom wick entry. not a break of the high, because the break of the high was just too close to that resistance. I'll look for re-entries depending on how this 30 closes. I'm very surprised to see it re-grab in these highs and not pushing. You don't ever see that in Asia, but typically when you have this liquidity grab, you break that liquidity high, you usually push pretty well. Only time I have seen it need to re-grab a evening star high is in Asia, or unless there's literally like no liquidity, which we already know there isn't very much. So we'll wait for this 30 close in 40 seconds. How's that 30? 30 is still not looking too bad, you know. You're still breaking above this level. The only thing is you would have had to survive the next 30 bottom wick, which rather than hoping and trying to survive that, let's just wait for it, close it at break even, wait for it to form and then re-enter. You can change to ticks on Top Step X, man. Yep, you can. If you go click on the settings, where is it? Chart and data, you can change it to ticks or percent. I have mine in dollars, but yeah, you can actually change it. Right, let me see. Let me go to this now. What did we do? 5 minute just still respected some support. 30 still closed. Yeah, pretty bullish still. It's still pretty nice close. 15 still closed bullish. Beautiful evening star. You may come down and grab some 15 lows. But definitely not the worst 30-minute close. The reason we cut a break even is because we need a bottom wick. If we bottom wick and then re-break the highs or flip bullish, break even at the previous 30 high is 8, but ideally up into here you got around 15. 15. Five is still holding some support, but it's also holding some resistance. Coming back down here. If I want to take another break of a high, I want to see these lows grab these lows and then start breaking some highs, then I'll consider some more longs. And if I want to go short, I will wait for the hourly close because the 30 just closed bullish. So yeah, you can't trade these scalps on an FX broker, just on futures only. Futures only. I never take scalps on any of FX ones. It's not worth it. Goldie holding this support. What size account do you trade? What do you mean, personal or funded? or combine. Hey Austin, what's going on, man? I'm good, thank you, man. Hope you're doing well. Nice, good man. Reason you shouldn't go for 150? Nah, it just depends. When you first go for a first funded account, it's pretty difficult to get used to seeing the numbers of a 150k account. You know, all of the principles are the exact same. Most people aren't ready, and that's completely okay to deal with seeing the monetary numbers in drawdown and profit. Even though, you know, like the same percent and everything like that is the same to pass, but it's just more of a psychology thing. Like, are you going to see like $500 and just lock it in straight away because it's $500? If so, then just trade a smaller account size too. You can see it from that neutral perspective. Funded and combine. Combine is to prove that you can get the funded account, man. Combine's like the challenge, pretty much. Yeah, I didn't get one tick on closure on mine. But I mean, even still, like, you know, one tick's not going to find your trading career. Like one tick wouldn't be a reason to not be consistently profitable. In the grand scheme of it, it shouldn't make any difference. It's not ideal, but it shouldn't make any difference. And it's in a range. You're always gonna have poor fills in a range. Like mine, I tried to cut mine at break even. It was minus 40, but minus 40 is nothing. Even if it was minus 10, 20, one or two ticks is not gonna have any impact on the grand scheme of your overall performance. Won't make any difference. Gold pushing down, grabbing them lows there. Futures don't work for FX. Yeah, it works with FX as well. You just need to be on a broker that doesn't have crazy spreads. But it's better on futures because the execution is still way better. Yo, man, I'm not executing on this chart, man. This chart's just for analysis. This is the spot chart. Analyze on this and execute on the futures. If you want to trade the futures, you need to be on this one. If it loads. But my TOTS FX fills since I've gone back to minis have been perfect. Honestly, I've had perfect fills every time. Micros is when you get bad fills because there's even less liquidity there. But minis, nah, my execution's been literally spot on. The reason I stopped trading minis is because the fills, micros is because the fills are so crap. But on minis, nah, it's been perfect every time. Yeah, definitely, Harry. Yeah, Harry was just saying knows a few people who copy trade a few smaller accounts than one big one for the psychology purposes. And I like that, man. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. I would rather do that. Yeah, 100%. How's oil doing? I analyzed on the spot because I need to make a video on this. I explain this every day. It's not your fault though. It's a good question, but futures will the spot chart will liquidate highs. Sometimes the futures won't. And if you're just watching the futures, you'll miss these liquidity grabs. If you're waiting for it to get grabbed, it won't happen. So yeah, I watch the spot chart because it grabs highs and lows more than the futures ones. Copying 350s, yeah, nice, yeah. Is it cheaper? That's crazy. Oil. Let's have a look at oil. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oil daily starting to top out a little bit. Starting to find some resistance, but you've been overall very bullish. Doesn't mean you start shorting after one bearish daily close. Weekly is still overall very bullish, but it's coming into a pretty strong level of resistance. Yeah, pullback would make sense. Let me see. Again, it's not going to do much until that big news, but you may come back down to here before continuing to push into like 85s-ish. So I'd say if you can come up, grab some highs, you could look for a little pullback. Like you may tap into these levels and then pull back to like down into here before potentially seeing that that bigger push higher. Yeah, make the switch. Yeah, it's just easier to analyze on the spot one and just execute on the futures, man. Otherwise, you miss trades if you just watch the futures. Then playing the range myself. God. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too, Austin, man. Yeah, it's been a crazy range. Crazy range. It's been in a crazy range, but it's been respecting it so well. Like the way this 4 hour support's just been holding every time, and the resistance, like these are big moves. Like there's a 150 tick move just playing the range. Hello from Boston. Hey Mike, what's going on, man? Come to Vancouver? I would absolutely love to, yeah. Canada's been like a dream place to always want to go to for sure. Yeah, maybe. It's not clear to me just yet. Because the 30 still closed bullish. I mean, it's just gonna 30's closed bullish above this support, so you may actually flip and re-grab the highs. If this 5 minute gets above, now you've just grabbed this liquidity, you may look for longs for that 30 to reflip back bullish, because the 30 did still close strong. So this could be a big bottom wick before it flips and has a spike into these areas, so about 100 for 16. I don't know why. Oh, and just changed that. It's really annoying. It says 1,000. It's not 1,000. Stay in my downstairs. Thank you. Sound is that in the background? Just some copyright free background music. He's trying to flip bullish here as well, because that previous 5 closed bearish. I want to wait for it to actually close before I just try and jump in here. 15 ripping the lows as well. Could look for a potential 15 to re-break the high. It's about to close in 3 minutes as well. If you re-break the high, you could look for a nice push here. Howling sound, some kind of machine. Nah, nothing from my end, man. Let me have a listen. Howling sound, some kind of machine. Nah, nothing from my end, man. I've got some background music playing, but that's all I can hear. May get a next bottom wick on this. That would have just wicked you out and then pushed. May get a bottom wick on this next 5 and look for some longs here. I can't hear anything. Yeah, it's nothing on mine. I just had to listen to it. I'm not too sure, man. Not yet, Dan. Not yet, man. Probably similar to what we did in last year, though. I'll definitely be doing more of an itinerary closer to the time. Re-break the high, yeah. It can be. You can take it on the wick or the body, to be honest. Oh, there you go. No bottom wick on the 5, just straight push down gold. Well, that's that long done, because that would be where I'd be break even now. So, unless you get a very steep bottom wick, which I don't see why you would. That's that kind of push. I mean, long, yeah, nice, yep, good band. Yeah, you could take on the flip of the 15. If you take the flip of the 15, you're around 10, so you already break even there. 15 is about to close in 1 minute here as well. Oh shit! Let me get my charger. Oh, there you go. There's the liquidity grab there on gold. So that's the buys we wanted, but it's already hit now. Anyone who was short in there on gold, they've all just been stopped out. That's the whole move that we spoke about. People short in here, stops above that high, they've just been liquidated. If that 5 had a bottom wick, you could do 5 minute close bullish and then get bottom wick, you could take it, but that's it. Just pushed. It is what it is. 15 flip was probably the cleanest. Just made 450 on the 30 flip. Yeah, nice. What was the 30 flip? Yeah, beautiful, man. Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. That's a nice push. Yeah, like we said at the start, anyone who was shorting here, where's their stop line? Just above that high. So we were looking for it to pull back and then see this very nice push. Look at that. Very nice. Nice little 9 ticks. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. It's a lovely push. Unless we bottom wick more, I'll consider it. But if we were buying this, here is our liquidity region. So now that that's been hit, if you were in longs from down here, that's where you'd be managing. So the break of that 15 flip, 20 ticks. Look at that, huge. Cool, 17, yeah, nice one, yeah, good man, 17's beautiful. Good job, man. Yeah, tap the trend line. Think it will melt down? Nah, not without grabbing more highs. It's never going to respect the trend line. It's always going to rip the trend line, which is why we wanted the longs. People who were short in this, stops above here or above here. A very nice push. The amount of retailers who would have been doing something like this today, and they're probably still getting squeezed out, they're bringing their stops up, would have been crazy. It's the whole move we wanted. Shouldn't be dicked around so much before it, but that was the whole push. Let me clean this up for a second. Just got 1 to 3 on that move. Yeah, nice. Good man. It was very nice. Very, very nice. We were originally in the longs from there. No, lower than that. We were originally in the longs from like here. Would have hit like 25. Yeah, 15 is perfect, yeah. 15 is beautiful. I trade the 15, but I won't do it here because if I take the trade off the 15, I'm not sitting here watching every single close. I'll execute off the 15 and just wait for it to close. 15 was very clean. Grab the previous 15 lows, reflip back bullish. You had a 16 tick stop loss. You're playing up in here for like about 23. 30 flip. I would take a 30 flip. I'm just not trading 30-minute time frame here. It just takes too long. If I take 30 and 15 flips, I'm literally executing it and coming back at the closure. Whereas if you watch it, it'll just throw you off. So whilst we're sat here watching it, if we were to trade off the 30, we'd be sat here for ages doing absolutely nothing. But in any other times, yeah, absolutely. That was a beautiful setup. Very similar to the one we took in New York yesterday. But these are setups, if I take a trade in the 15 where I literally will take it and just do something else. But because we're trying to trade here in scalping, I can only retrade the 5. But yeah, the 30 was 30 wasn't, I think the cleanest was the 15. Because the 30 kind of had a lot of equal lows here. But the 15 was the cleanest because you had the liquidity grab of a previous 15 low and then re-broke the highs. Remember on that hourly we said if we re-break these highs we're going to push? Well, that was the hourly high. And the hourly did re-break the highs and the hourly did push. 21 ticks. Yeah, I'm only executing off the 5 here. If we took trades on the 15, it would just... Watching every single 5-minute close of the 15 is just painful. It will just throw you off. So if you execute on the 15, well, then you got to manage off the 15. So once you've executed it, you may as well just literally come back once it closes. Because if you're watching this on the 5, you had 0 bottom wick there, just straight push. Yeah, there's plenty on the channel, man. Yep, loads and loads. So now that we've just stopped everyone out, what are we going to do? Now that everyone who was selling here has just been squeezed out, what are we going to do? Are we going to respect this level and start pushing down? Or are we going to continue pushing up? Now that people have been stopped out, could we now just continue pushing exactly as they've expected? Maybe. Spreads Q and 5. Yeah, I wouldn't even scalp on FX broker. I would only trade futures. Yeah, minimum for me if I trade on like something like FTMO is minimum like 30. Got 15 ticks, yeah, good job, man. Good luck, guys. Yeah, see you next time, man. See you next time. Learn that every day, yeah. Future's the way to go, yeah, absolutely. You ever trade Forex? Yeah, I still do. Oh no, I don't trade currencies. I still trade gold on CFT's broker, yeah. Opinion on micro scalp in 30 seconds? Nah, I couldn't think of anything worse, to be honest. Scalping on a 30-second time frame sounds like absolute hell. I couldn't think of anything worse, personally. Pick up my laptop. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Yeah, top step for scalping is the best. Yeah. Now that you've grabbed these lows, if you re-break these liquidity highs here, you may see that 17, 18 tick drive. About, is it from here to that level, which is the... Is that the highest point of the range we've been at? Oh, look at that. Yeah, it is finally starting to break out this range. Look at that. Right before news, we're breaking to the highs of the range. Country do I like better, New Zealand or Bali? Completely different, to be honest, man. Completely different. I prefer New Zealand, but I don't prefer the time zones. Time zones in Bali are amazing. But in terms of lifestyle, yeah, I'd say New Zealand. Depends what you want though. I always wanted to move to New Zealand, but I just can't deal with the time zones. Even Australia, it gets tiring sometimes. Yeah, Perth the same as Bali. Yeah, Perth. You guys have it. Guys have it amazing there. Nah, I'm not. Nah, I'm not. If I wanted to be a long that was down here, buying up here is almost like you've missed the move. It's already pushed. You can though, but it's not worth it for me. There'll be an easier trade than that. Ever thought shifting to Dubai? Nah. Honestly, Dubai doesn't sound like a livable place to me. A city in the desert is like the polar opposite to what I enjoy. I like being in more naturing countries. Naturing, is that a word? Yeah, it'd be cool for a visit, but no, to live there, I wouldn't live there. I don't like cities, and I don't really like a desert. I like a more chilled life than that. And I feel like you would just get sucked into the bullshit materialism as well. Yeah, Perth. Yeah, Perth does sound great, man. Yeah, Perth does sound very good. Yeah, it's very true, but yeah, I could rent a Lambo and probably sell some courses, but gold forming a mountaintop pattern? I have no idea what that is. No, don't travel all the time, man. No. I've got a home setup which I miss actually. To get away from tax. Yeah, I'm sure it's good for tax, but at some point you're gonna have to move to a country and pay tax. So rather than trying to avoid it, just work around it. No one wants to pay tax, but it's life, unfortunately. Unless you want to live in Dubai for the rest of your life, which I couldn't think of something I'd ever want to do, but fully out now. 30 ticks, yeah, good job, Sean. Good job, man. Very nice. Yeah, exactly, Gareth. Exactly, man. Yeah, it's a good one. Love it. Thank you, James. Appreciate it, man. I'm not in this, but if you did take the break of the high, that's it pushing. The reason I'm not taking it is just no need to. But it's valid. You grab the lows, re-broke the highs, you're pushing. Pushing up into here, minimum though. So if you push back down from here, then it's fine. You'd have to accept the break even. We literally just got one last liquidity grab because there was that little volume. We were long from here. Came back down again and then boom. But I had some serious runners. 40 ticks. Called that whole move up beautifully. 5 minute again was just trash. 15 was the cleanest. Gold up, yeah, gold to the moon. It's pushing up right before news though, which I do think is pretty interesting. Very, very interesting. But like I said, at the start of the stream, you had 1, 2, 3, 4 equal daily highs. Even if you're going to see that push down, you're going to rip all of them. All of them. Yeah, 15 was the cleanest, honestly. 15 was beautiful. If we had just traded off to just the 15, it was very nice. Grabbed the lows, re-broke the highs, pushed. Clear targets. Clear targets here, here, and here. 15 was the cleanest by far. 100%. Or what was clean was when we took it, once we grabbed the lows and closed bullish, we took it off this 5, then that came all the way back down and then push. Anyone who was shorting today has just been absolutely squeezed out, and that's why you don't trade third touches of trend lines, like I said. Do you just trade gold? Yeah, I just trade gold, man. Yep. There you go. There's that 5 flip. If you guys want it, there's your 18 ticks again. If you didn't get it from here, there's your 18 ticks. That's your continuation play. Grab the lows, re-break the highs, there's your push. There you go, look at that on gold. Yeah, that's the retail trap. Retails trade third touch of trend lines, try and short it. And that's why you see these impulsive moves. Look at that, what a push. 800 USD done, yeah, what a rip. That's insane. Probably should have taken that break of that high now. Look at that, 32 ticks on the break of that high, that's insane. That's crazy. Every single high has been ripped here on gold. Anyone who was short in this got absolutely screwed today. Here, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4th touches. If you see gold coming into a 4th touch of a trend line, buy it. Buy it into it. Like I said at the start of the stream, anyone who was selling here looking for this big swing push down, this is exactly what they were doing. They've now all just been absolutely rinsed. Just knocked over a combine. Do you pass, Craig? Retail's have to get rinsed. Yeah, retail's getting absolutely screwed. Now it will melt for sure. I don't know. It's bullish right now. Who cares? Bullish, go long, strong. Don't think too much. Just react. We're very, very strong. If you start breaking down, then yeah, you can consider it. But as it's closing bullish, just keep going long. That'll be the London push though. Expect it to range for a while. Past one, missed another by 10 ticks. Wow, good job, Craig. That's awesome. You get them 10 ticks easy if you wait for the next. Be patient, wait for the next one. But good job on passing, man. That's awesome. That's amazing, man. Good job. It was a very, very nice push. That 15 flip was insane. Liquidity continuation with clear targets. Look at that. That's ridiculous. 60, 40 ticks. That's crazy. Hard runners at that high there. 45. That's mad. Minus 80. Yeah, cut it. Don't. I said at the start of the stream. Do not short. If you short a fourth touch of a trend line, it does not work. It never has and never will. Probably like 3 to 4 down, I'd say. 3 to 4 hours maybe, man. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Do you use indicators? Now, I use what you see on my charts right here. Pure price action and liquidity. That's all you've literally needed to be able to call a 60 plus tick move up here today. No bottom wick, it will melt. What do you mean? Gold just closed with a 80 tick bullish candle. The only reason you look for sells after that is because you're trying to predict the markets. That is the worst mindset to have. Gold's bullish. If you want shorts, wait for it to close bearish. Right now, whether you like it or not, gold is bullish. You're good, thank you, man. We are very, very bullish. I'll look for sells later if we maybe can close like back into this range. If you close back into this range, yeah, you can look for sells, but right now there's no reason to think that. Your job is to react as a trader. Your job is not to predict. If you come onto the markets, like I say, you come into the market always trying to think too much, you're going to miss out on very clear opportunities to trade what you see. Like I say, if we get back below here, cool, take shorts. Right now, we've broken out of a major level of resistance. You'll just continue going higher. Wish it was real money, but loving the learn. That's good, man. Learn is good. It will be at very, very soon, man. It will be very, very soon. If we do break back below this today, yeah, could have some great shorts. The key word is could have some shorts. Could also just keep pushing up. That 4 hour grab previous lows. Push. Summer school starts in the morning. Good grind, man. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, no worries, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Some cool cafes. Oh, nice, Sean. Let me have a look, man. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice one, man. Thank you. I'll keep that open. How do you get down there from here? Do you just get like a what, a car or something? Oh. Oh, it's only an hour away. Grab, yeah, it's only an hour away. Yeah, nice. Less than that. Yeah, nice. Yeah, grab. Yeah, cool. Good luck in class. Yeah, good luck in class, man. Yeah, you could rent a motorbike, cruise down, yeah. Vietnamese are crazy drivers though. They're always beeping. It could be like 12, it could be midnight. No one else is on the road, but there's people outside beeping. Yeah, what a rip on gold. Such a nice push. Organized chaos, yeah. I feel like it is in Vietnam. I feel like when I go to Bali, I'm super comfortable, could drive back there because that's more like organized chaos. But in Vietnam, it's just chaos. Final TP is at these highs here, man. Anyone who was short in gold, their final stop loss would have been up here. So if you're in the longs here, close always hold a runner, even if it's only a little position, because that'll allow you to take potential shorts risk-free later on. But yeah, if you've got that rip up, close like 90% there. Personally, I would. Vietnam is chaotic chaos. Yeah, 100% it is. I drive in Thailand, Bali, Vietnam. They're just crazy. Secure 32 ticks in 1 minute. Yeah, that's amazing, man. Amazing. If you did want to enter on the 5 minute, it was right here. You guys on Zoom, that's our liquidity continuation play, which gave 32 ticks. You break out of a range, you grab some lows, you re-break the highs, you have a push. Like that's it doesn't get any cleaner than that. It does get cleaner than that when you're not in a big overall 4-hour range and you can dick around so much. In a normal time, if you didn't take it because there was news, like me, that's good. But in normal conditions, that right there is one to take a screenshot of and put it in the journal, because that's the perfect liquidity continuation play. Yeah, but I mean, if you were trying to get on this one, you wouldn't have got it, but you would have been wanting to get in. You'd have a buy stop on the break of this high here, so you'd actually be in on this one. So you'd actually have it on the break of that high there. Once you grab the lows, as this candle's forming, you grab the lows, you have the buy order in the break of that high, and you would have had to survive that bottom wick. But yeah, in normal times, you'd be in on this one, but if that had given the bottom wick, you just want to survive that, and then you can go, yeah. But if you were trying to enter off that one, you wouldn't have got it, but you would have wanted a buy order in whilst this was grabbing the lows, because you're like, cool, if we grab the lows, now re-break the highs, I should get a nice drive. Yeah, nice one, Sean. See you after, man. Yeah, me too, yeah. Got the exact trade. Yeah, nice. Good job. Good job. What would that work in a previous candle? Swept dollar shorts. You mean what I mentioned? Where are we? 30. Bro, why do you just keep posting from Pakistan like 5 times with no context? We get it, all right? We know where you're from. All right, one more and that's it. You're going in timeout.
Sinbin.
You're going into Sinbin for 10 seconds at least. If I hear one more from Pakistan, that's 6 times now. Ever tried trading GU on futures? Sorry, man, you asked that before. I missed it. My apologies. Yeah, you can. Yep, you can trade pound futures. I don't trade pound futures personally, but yeah, you can. Yep. You can just trade 6B. So pound futures is exactly the same as GBP/USD. I don't trade them personally, but yeah, you definitely can. I'm up 2.5k and 2.1 in my 2 top step accounts. That's awesome. That's amazing. Don't give it back this week. Remember, you got 4th of July tomorrow and NFP on Friday. That's amazing gains. If you want to lock it in and call it a week, that's a very smart decision. A very smart decision. And with all the news you got later on as well. Very smart decision. But that will very likely be the London push. I would imagine. It was a very nice push as well in hindsight. Kind of also hard to trust it given how many times we've just respected off this big range. If we hadn't respected it for so long, I'd have more confidence just to take advice from anywhere around here. About times this week, you know, you the 15s grabbed some lows and just kind of dicked around as crazy. No, Joe, I had buys from here, and then we got hit at break even, and then we ripped. Yeah, but we had buys from here. And then this 5 minute just ripped. If this 5 minute closed above bottom wick, I'd been in from here, but then ripped, grabbed the liquidity, then there's a continuation play there. Did you get it, Jai? From India, but lives in Wales. Nice, nice. Mikey, I'm not sure. Yeah, probably. Yeah, we'll do a New York session, but we'll probably have to do it closer to news, because there's so much news today. There's not really much point watching New York before that. So the news starts at 1:15 London time. So you'd maybe jump on around like quarter to one. I'll schedule it in if we do, man. Hopefully things make a little bit more sense, because this news could send gold potentially down. Now let's move to pool table. That was an expensive move, man. Very expensive move. Whoever told you to do that owes you big time. Seattle, Washington, nice, man. Yeah, nice one, Brett. See you after, man. I'll probably do the same soon as well, guys. This London's had this big rip that you may have to now wait till closer to this news. It's a very, very nice push. So now if you look at gold from that neutral perspective, what have we done? Here's our lows of the range, here's the highs, we've now grabbed the highs. If you start closing back into that, could news take this all the way back down to these regions? Yeah, very possible. I say possible because you need to see it actually close back into the range, so then you can then start shorting it. Don't just start shorting up here for no reason. We're bullish. We grab the lows, we close bullish, we bottom weight, we're pushing bullish. 4 hour was also very, very clean. But then so was the 4 hour yesterday for sells, you push right back up. So like that 4 hour yesterday was crazy. You wick the highs, close bearish, 2 equal lows, nah, straight back up. Will the news affect your gold to push up? Yeah, very likely, yeah. It will have a big impact on gold. The fact that we're having this big push up pre-news could be a sign. I say could. We don't know what's going to happen. It could be a good sign that news could actually just completely reverse this move. It'll be very, very volatile today. You got unemployment claims, you got a lot of news. And you got 4th of July tomorrow as well. It'll be very, very volatile. So even if we just jump on and watch it, yeah, we'll probably jump on. We'll jump back on a stream. If I'm at home, we may as well watch it. Because you do have like a lot of like, could you come down and re-grab all of these lows? Wouldn't be too crazy. Is Goldie still pushing? Yeah, still pushing. I say I won't be taking any sells before news. We're too bullish. You just want to be looking for longs. You just have more opportunities to take more longs. You grab the lows, re-breaking highs, there's more longs. Longs, longs, longs. Retail trap again. People try short here, you just keep pushing up. Keep pushing up. Why didn't I mark 38.55 as liquidity? This one? If you mean this one, yeah, I did have this marked on. I've just deleted them all. I had all of these highs marked on because it was all a big trend line. So I had this high marked on, this high marked on, and this high marked on. but there's a high chance that you'd never really grab this one and not grab that one. So to just keep it clean, you can just mark on the top one. Because if you have lines everywhere, it'll just get a bit confusing. If you're going to grab this high, you're also going to grab that. Because you wouldn't grab this high and not grab that, because then you'd create even more liquidity at that high. So you may as well just clean up this one and just mark on that one just to keep it clean. Yeah, gold's booming. Look at this. That's what I'm saying. Anyone who's short in here is getting blown out. People are blowing accounts trying to sell this trade on gold. Also, anyone who's shorting here, you ask yourself, what the fuck are you doing? Gold's bullish. People will be getting incredibly squeezed out. Blowing accounts left, right, and center. Yeah, people still will be. Yeah, some fucking people will be. Yeah, people who don't trade with a stop loss will be. Anyone who was shorting, most people would have been in this. So that would have been where most people got squeezed. That's why we saw this quick spike up, because there was so much liquidity around these highs. Any of the non-stop loss gangs, they'll be just getting squeezed out. People see this push up, they get stopped out, they start jumping in shorts again, thinking, oh, fuck's sake, gold's got to come down, it's got to come down. Just keeps pushing up and up and up, and people just get squeezed out and out. Gold is never one to ever try and trade against. When gold's bullish, just go long. Like, people will be trying to short here again. They see this one little rejection, they'll start jumping in shorts because they think it's going to go down. They start trading off what they think. They're getting squeezed out another 30 plus ticks. Equity running over 2% in all 5 combines. Yeah, good job, man. That's amazing. Amazing work, man. Amazing work. My next area where we could start to find some resistance to pull back would probably be back around this 2350 level. 2350. Yeah, 2350 looks like a pretty easy next target. I won't run over it here, Dan, just because everyone else will get it all for free. But all of it should be in the course section, man, or in the mentoring sessions. They definitely help a lot as well. But it's basically just understanding what retailers are doing and where they're having their stop loss, and that becomes liquidity level. So this is your huge resistance. Everyone jumps in short of these areas, and their stop loss just goes above these highs. So that becomes your liquidity level. People short here, they all get squeezed out. But yeah, I just don't want to give away, whilst we're on the stream and stuff. But yeah, definitely, if you watch all the trainings, I would say definitely watch the mentoring sessions, man. People said they made stuff click a lot more as well. Definitely worth watching them, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, 100%, Dan. Yep, we'll jump on. Absolutely, man. Sounds good. Think about NFP. What's the high time frame doing? I mean, not too much just yet. I don't really have any thoughts on NFP just yet. I mean, my main liquidity levels are to the downside overall. But also coming into some major resistance. Thanks for your insight, mate. Crushed it. Good night, trade safe. Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. See you next time, man. We'll be on tomorrow's as well. And you can actually see on gold here, again, you're going to have another trend line coming down here. So could you rip up more of this before NFP? Yeah, possible, maybe. Even more trend line liquidity will be built up here. So how I think we could go for NFP will honestly just depend closer to the time. Like if we do this pre-NFP, then there's a high chance NFP could push up. If we do something like this pre-NFP, then there's a high chance we could look for sells. It's too far away to say just yet, personally. I want to see it get closer to the news, see where liquidity is building up, and then there's your overall direction. But like I say, let's have a look at the DXY before we jump off. What's the DXY overall saying? It's kind of messy, to be honest, but we're overall bullish, I think. Yeah, we're overall bullish. What did you do last month on the DXY? You grabbed the lows and closed bullish. What have you not done for the past few months? You haven't grabbed any highs. So it's possible that the DXY could push up into here. So DXY to gain strength, gold to potentially go down. They don't have to move in sync. They very rarely do, but it's just an overall outlook to keep in the back of the mind that yeah, it's possible. But yeah, we'll leave it there, guys. Gold's had the rip. It's pushing too much now. There's already quite a few entries there. If you got it, well done. If you didn't, doesn't matter. Still lots of value in them. They had a perfect example of a few continuation plays as well. So we'll look to jump on closer to the New York session, but closer to the news actually. Closer to the news. If there's potential setups, I'll be waiting for the 4-hour close now. I'll post in Discord for you guys, and we'll look to jump on then, and we'll jump back on a YouTube stream as well, and I'll re-upload this call, and you guys can watch it back because there's a lot of value in that direction. So I'll talk to you guys on Zoom, in Discord throughout the rest of the day. Enjoy, guys. See you guys. Bye bye. All right, YouTube fam, I'm gonna wrap up there. I'm gonna take a break. London's had an amazing push today. We called it very well. If you got it, well done. Like I said, I'm only trading combines this week because it's NFP 4th of July, but it was still good to jump on and break it all down with you guys. Hopefully you still managed to take some value. We'll jump back on around 12:30 London time. We got news at 1:15, so we won't jump on too far behind that, but we will jump on closer to that news. Just so even if we just watch news, we break it down and hopefully keep you guys accountable to not take stupid trades, then there's the benefit. So we'll catch up in about a couple of hours. Don't force anything, take a break, wait for the 4-hour close, and we'll jump on again soon. So I'll see you guys later for the New York session. Peace.